Hello everybody, it's me Ryan here, MNR Productions 34, and welcome to my speed build and review of the Galactic Empire Battle Pack. Without further ado, let's go ahead and show you the build of this set. That was a rather quick build, only around 10 minutes. Now I'll go ahead and give you the information on this set. Its set number is 75134. It's called the Galactic Empire Battle Pack. It includes 109 pieces and retails for $12.99 here in the United States. Has the normal Battle Pack box. And it is based off Star Wars Battlefront, the video game that came out last year, 2015. And it's just now showing up in stores here in the United States. You can see around back, it shows you some of the set's features as well as the figures' blueprints in the top right. On the left side, it's got some of the included accessories. And on top, it shows you the Imperial Shock Trooper. On the front side, the box art looks pretty cool. Got kind of a Tatooine type setting with the set in action. So pretty cool there. The instruction booklet is nothing special, same size as the one from the Rebel Alliance Battle Pack. It also shows you in the back the figures that come with some of the spring sets. And yeah, so without further ado, we will go ahead and transition into the minifigures from this set. Let's have a look. The first figure here is an Imperial Officer type figure. He's pretty cool looking. I like him. A different type of color theme than we usually get with Imperial Officers. It's most likely based off Star Wars Battlefront, as this battle pack is from Star Wars Battlefront. I haven't played the game enough to know if this figure is in there, but I'm assuming he is. He looks like he definitely is. He has a microphone on his face, which is kind of cool, so he can talk to the other commanders or whoever his higher-ups are, and maybe some of the soldiers on the field and give them orders. His hat's pretty cool. He's got a black hat, kind of a very small Galactic Empire insignia on the top there you can see. And the torso and leg and belt printing is pretty cool. I like that. New look around back. Got some rear torso printing again. Looks pretty cool. And he has a stud shooter as his weapon. It would be kind of nice to see LEGO kind of switch things up in some of these battle packs coming up in the future, because they've kind of overdone the stud shooters now, and the stud shooters have really taken over. And I'd really like to see them go back to some of the more classic weapon designs with the single molded Star Wars guns, which I really liked. So let's go ahead and transition over. This is a really cool figure, and if you're wondering if I'm going to do a comparison in this video, the answer is no. You'll be able to find a comparison of this figure with the previous Clone Wars and Episode 3 versions of the figure on my minifigure reviewer channel in the future. So that's going to be coming out soon on that channel, just for those of you wondering. Link in the description below to that channel to subscribe. This figure is really cool though. I'm really glad they came out with an Imperial version of this figure. It really goes well. I'm glad that Star Wars Battlefront used the soldier and that LEGO has now reproduced the figure. His stud shooter is slightly modified to have kind of a shoulder mount, so you know, something to give it a little more bulk and less like the officers where it's kind of just bland. This does kind of make the stud shooters look cooler. But again, I'd like to see some of the guns switched up from stud shooters back to some of the 2007, regular one mold, one piece rifles. Again, looks really cool. Leg printing, torso printing, all amazing. Underneath the helmet, we'll see a typical clone or Stormtrooper face, kind of in the battle. And the Stormtrooper helmet, again, looks really awesome. So, we're going to go ahead and switch over to the next Stormtrooper figure we get which is kind of like a normal Stormtrooper, but battle damaged. Let's take a look. This figure looks really cool. It's basically a normal Stormtrooper, except he's really marked up, scuffed up, got a couple of bullet wounds in him. Looks really cool. He does have a booster pack, and you do get 2 of these figures in this set, so that's pretty cool. You can build an army of these guys pretty easily. The only, thing with building an army of these particular Stormtroopers is I don't like that they're battle damaged. Building an army of battle damaged figures just, I don't think looks as cool as the normal, like, non-battle damaged figures. So maybe this is something you'd sell, like, you'd sell one of these and then you'd buy one of the Shock Troopers instead. So you can get 2 Shock Troopers and 1 of these guys. That would just kind of make more sense from an army building standpoint, in my opinion. So, yeah. The figure, again, lots of battle damage on him. He looks really cool. He does have a booster pack to kind of allow him to jump higher and farther in the Star Wars Battlefront game. He has a new printed 1x1 tile there for a little bit of extra detail on the back of the booster pack, and a couple of couple of single studs, trans light blue, just kind of look like there's some thrust coming out of those when you're flying it around for playability. The leg printing kind of carried over probably from one of the previous Stormtroopers. It might be slightly different, but doesn't really look that much different. The torso printing, again, just battle damage, and across the top he's got like 1 large marking, so that's pretty cool. Again, he also has the modded stud shooter. I'm not going to make the point about the new guns, or getting new guns. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the mobile command post. Here is the mobile command center. It looks really cool. I really do like it. It's got a lot of good parts in it too if you want to mod it or make other things out of it, especially if you get more than like 2 or 3. Once you get up to like the 4 or 5, maybe if you get 10 of these, you're going to want to build something else out of these. They're definitely not like one of the Clone Walker Battle Pack Walkers where you can just set them up, a lot of them, and they look really cool. There are some clips on here that I attach some of the stud shooters onto, so you can see that. Those look really cool on there. I think they add a lot to the look of this command center, as small as it is. You can sit your Imperial Officer right there on the front, and he can kind of control that and control whatever he's controlling. There's not really much to control. Up top, you can put your Imperial Shock Trooper, and he can just fit right on here. He stands. There's not really a seat there, so you can stand. And you can work the controls here. There's control panels printed on there, so you kind of get the idea with what they're trying to show you there. Over here on the right side of the command post center thingy, there's like a weapon. It can move up and down. It's on and 360 degrees, and it's on some Technic parts. You can see there, works pretty cool. Really easy to spin around. I like it. It's still sturdy. It doesn't fall over, but you can turn it really easily. So I like that. You can see the clip on top. I believe that is to hold the second spring-loaded shooter missile that they give you. You can just place it in there really easily. It doesn't look as good aesthetically with that in there, so I'm not going to keep it there, but it does fit there. That's kind of what it's for. You can shoot it really easily as well. All you have to do is push down on it, and I'm just going to show you the shooting range here. We're going to push on it and see what happens. Well, that shot pretty well. I'm going to try to shoot it at a different angle this time. We're going to test it out some more. We're going to shoot a little bit of a higher angle, see what happens. Pretty cool. I like the spring-loaded shooters. They shoot really well. They're really effective compared to spring-loaded, or flick-fire missiles, excuse me. I do like this part up here. I'll show you the part of the gun, like this extra little part on the right side. I think that adds a lot to it as well, as far as looks go. So, with that being said, I think that's all I have to say for this review. I think it's a really cool set. I think it's definitely a set you should consider picking up. For only $13, you should definitely at least get one. And hey, you might like them, you might want to get more, you might end up buying a lot of them. They are really cool. Again, I'm going to reiterate that I don't like that the troopers are battle damaged. I think that takes a lot away from the aspect of building an army out of them, but they are still really cool to have a few of, especially if you want to build a really large battle with a lot of different stormtroopers. It's good to see some new troopers that you can add into these battles. So that is all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what you think about this set and how many you have if you're building an army. So thank you all for watching again, and I will see you all on my next video. Peace out.